Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good wherever you are. I'm Dr. Mizan of Mizan Coaching. I'm a medical legal consulting physician with family medicine training. And this is a very important video. This video is for everyone. So I like to say it's for patients, but we are all patients, right? If I go to the hospital, I'm a patient. So this video is literally for everyone. And basically in this video, I'll be explaining what you should do, the 5 steps you should take if you believe that you were the victim of medical malpractice. So subpar care, if you feel that like a doctor or a nurse or any type of healthcare provider, even a radiology technician, if they did something that was that caused harm to you or a loved one. Okay, so and it's very important to take the appropriate steps in a very timely manner. All right, so the first thing to do is to consult with a medical legal consulting physician. I know this sounds like a plug, but email us at Mizan Coaching, and we basically go through your case with you, and we will basically talk about standard of care breaches, causation, damages, and whether it's even worth your time. That's really it. And also, if you're a medical malpractice attorney, or if you're a doctor, or anyone really anywhere in this timeline, we work with everyone. We have clients all across the spectrum of med mal and personal injury cases. So our job here, we're not biased. Our job is to just give objective truth to these very messy ordeals. That's really why we do what we do. So consult with a medical legal consulting physician at Mizan Coaching, or anyone else if you can find another person. But we have a team that's certified, and we have actual certifications from universities of medical ethics, medical jurisprudence, and we're well trained with hundreds of cases under our belt. The next step is to gather relevant documentation. So this is all relevant medical records, test results, treatment plans, prescriptions, any other documents related to your case. So you can even ask your hospital now, like as of 2022 or 2023, all of your patient documents are your property. So you can ask your hospital to print you those, all of your medical records. And so this will be crucial evidence, and really it's good to get it as soon as possible. Next is to consult with a medical malpractice personal injury attorney. So again, these attorneys are not doctors. These attorneys are actually the ones that, they're my clients basically, or they're our clients. Like they basically, they seek our advice on these cases. But of course, I don't know, we're not lawyers, we're not attorneys. So they deal with the actual legal aspect of medical malpractice. And my advice would be to get people who are very just and fair. Don't get those gung-ho, I will fight for you, I will make sure you win. Those people tend not to be that, what word should I use? They're not as reasonable, I would say. And in this very serious situation, you need someone reasonable and experienced. Okay. And then next, document everything. So again, I have a great video on this. Check out my channel. It's called Documentation Tips, Document Everything. So write down everything. Write down everyone you interacted with. Write down the timing. If you have text messages from your, mom or dad who was a patient, have that documented and kept. And also your emotional feelings. Like if you felt like something was going wrong, if you felt like, I don't know why they took 5 hours just to give me, just to put this IV line in while I was febrile and septic or what have you. And again, all of this information is important. I know it sounds kind of funny, even if you write my foot hurt, I told 3 nurses, no one looked at my foot. Maybe you had cellulitis and it went undiagnosed, right? Okay, and every second matters in medicine. Okay, and then finally file a complaint. So a lot of states and hospitals specifically, they require you to first file a formal complaint with the hospital system that you're a part of. And we can go into it in a future video, but many major hospitals do this as sort of a barrier to entry. And in my opinion, it's quite unethical, but that's just the name of the game. And so you have to go through the proper channels, anytime you do anything legal, right? So talk to your hospital, tell them that this happened, tell them that you'd like to file a formal complaint. And then finally, when all of these steps are done, go talk again to your med mal attorney, tell them about Mizan Coaching. That way they'll, speak to an experienced medical legal consulting physician team. And so then everything will be squared away. And so remember, the most important thing I would say here is something called statute of limitations. So every state has its own SOL. And so California has, I think, 1 year, or I know 1 year. Texas, New York, every state is different. So from the date of injury, which is DOI, to when your attorney files your case, that's the time. So you have to file it within the SOL of your state. So if your SOL is 1 year, you only have a year from the date of injury to you filing, to your attorney filing the case. You only have a year. If it's past that year, it's as if nothing happened. You can't pursue it legally. It's very, again, I believe it's unethical. Maybe in the future it'll change, but for now, just make sure you know your statute of limitation for your state. Yeah, and that's really it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, post it in the comments. We check our channel every single day. And, again, please subscribe. And now that I'm understanding YouTube and the algorithm and everything, it really does matter. And our job here at Mizan Coaching is for this knowledge to just be open, free, for everyone to be aware of the medical legal world, including patients, doctors, nurses, attorneys, everyone really. Because this is such a niche field that it isn't spoken about, and no one really teaches us this stuff. Like in medical school and residency, you might have one didactic about it, right? And in the general population, how many of us even have heard of medical legal? So our job here is to increase knowledge to everyone so that you know your rights as a patient, improve and thus protect our medical practices as providers, doctors, and nurses, and also just to ensure justice for all. And even if a case does not go anywhere, at least the most that we can ask for is to provide closure for families and patients that were hurt. So yeah, please please subscribe to the channel, please share this. That's the most important part. We don't do this for monetization or anything. We're doing this because we really do feel that people need to be aware of the medical legal world and our rights, because even within my family, there were a couple of cases, and I was like, if it's hitting this close to home, it's my responsibility as someone in this niche field to spread this knowledge. So thank you all for watching. Please, blah, 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 all that good stuff, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And please check out my other videos for documentation tips. What the heck is the medical legal sector? If you're interested in becoming a medical legal consulting physician, send us an email. But yeah, until next time, take care.